Olise nje mhlambe ivoice yami ngeke izwakale. Sishama ketha lala late. Silokho siphupha umsebenzi. Kepha siyabonga ngibonga uNdlovukazi ngibongile. Kubo bonke uparticipated kuma-conscious Friday. Sizama ukunikeza ama-artists for them to have a platform lapha azoexpressa khona. Intando kaJehuti, not intando yomuntu. Ama-artists, abantu who are supposed to be free to articulate exactly how they feel. Uma bebona isimo, abakhoni, they can't sugarcoat isimo esithile. Manje ke uJehuti uye umuntu that demands lento esiyibiza ngokuthi ngaseGame Makeru, true of voice. It means ukuthi everything that you articulate, yonke into oyikhulumayo kumele ibe neqiniso. Ngoba uJehuti umele lokho. Djehuti stands for iqiniso. Uyawazonda man. And they will find ukuthi sibuswa amanga. Sibuswa amanga, and amanga that are promoted by media internationally. Media is guilty of deceiving a whole lot of people by pushing certain agendas, because those agendas fit the agenda of having this one government, which is controlled by a few people. So Djehuti is against that, because awukwazi ukuthi ube independent. You can't be independent and yet you affiliate to a certain philosophy or theory. Meaning ukuthi mawuku media, you need to be neutral. Iqiniso needs to be reported the way it is. We find ukuthi media is very vocal on issues that assisting to perpetuate the colonization of the people of the world. Iqiniso bayalazi, because these are investigating people. They investigate, they know the truth, but now because they are driven by a certain agenda, they end up lying all the time. And not only lie but confuse situations. Bayenze into eyincane igcine iba umlilo. And they can even fabricate. They spread a lie about a certain individual that doesn't conform to their agenda. So, like South Africa is an example, there's no independent journalism. There isn't. Because all of them are guilty of lying to us. These are people who would write and promote a certain narrative. Why? Because the status quo has to be maintained. Media knows which Republic of South Africa owns it. It's theft. But they won't talk about that. And they claim to be independent. All of them. Even those that we know which are black owned. They are not independent, because whoever funds them requires of them to toe the line. So, media, here are responsible for a situation school because it keeps telling a lie. To maintain what? A lie. Do you understand? So now, Tina again, Gutiwa, if you are silent about into oibona guti wrong, you are guilty as child. Hey. So it means the Guti media is guilty. The day sit a true royal court. Sikweba bonke labantu who have affected us, media will be there. Because they were the mouthpiece of a lie. A lie that tells us Guti, Africa's, tried and tested governing system, it's barbaric. Why? Because they don't belong there. Media would never promote Ukosibe. They will never promote it because once they promote Ukos, they are now affecting politicians because politicians don't have land. So it means the international agenda gets affected. So for them to be able to sustain themselves and sustain their jobs, they have to spread the lies. And it has been proven, the more you repeat a lie to an ignorant mind, it becomes the truth. But to a conscious mind knows the Republic of South Africa is theft. It doesn't matter how much they promote it and they make it look good. We've brought democracy. They even have the nerve to tell us about it. We've built this country. So therefore, you black people have no right to be demanding anything. So ingakho-ke ukuthi njengoba simile sime emagameni kama-art ukuthi yonke into esiyikhulumayo kumele ibe yiqiniso. This is how you build a nation. I don't understand ukuthi you can never build a nation if you are giving freedom to the enemy of the people for them to control the means of communication to your people. Because you end up saying, like all of us, we are affected. Most of the people, they are driven or ruled by the media. They are scared to take decisions that are going to help us develop. Why? Because one article negative about you, then you retreat instead of being bold and make more of those things that are empowering the people. Hey, I'm a journalist. Most of them are parrots. Hey, bapinda everything umlungu ayishi. You won't even know the difference ukuthi umuntu omnyama lo. Because articulator, the way articulator ngakhona, it means ukuthi colonization is rooted, deep rooted in the mind. Therefore, I can never oppose the system. What happened to there's this organization here, Independent Media. Babizan is oh no, that Indian guy. Huh? No. Segunjalo acquired assets in media, right? Funded by ITC. And Isegunjalo is promoting an alternative view. So therefore it becomes a target. What you know, it must be credited. But all the other media that is under control group, they're all supported. And their word of voice is truth. Manjege, you know, you cannot run. Imako, if you are in a position of leadership, there are certain things that you're not supposed to tolerate. Umuntu who is an enemy and an instrument of development, if you are in the media and you are opposing, you know, it's about the place that you reside in. But like South Africa, but they are allegiance. You say Europe, not say America. They're promoting everything that Europe and America wants. So, Manjege, for us to have a true leadership will be able to yabona, if a reporter amanga, you can't be left to destroy your munyu. Why? Because when sometimes you are it's your personal reason. But now, because you have the power of the media to influence how people see that person that you are attacking. There are so many people, our reputations are gone. Remember, as an individual, you are a brand yourself. So therefore, a brand yako, you protect it by all means. Kepha izitha zizokuvundula. Zikhiphe uzenzele into zakho ungenandaba nabo. Bakulande bathi hayi nangu lo muntu. And Leo, most of the time, it's a lie. But manje bayitshele ukuthi hayi awunamali. You won't take them to court. Even the media ombudsman, toothless body. We are Kubo, you complain against racism. They can't do anything because they are controlled by the very same racists. So it becomes a futile exercise for you to even complain. But manje, there's nothing that we can do. In Apple City, it's system ibolile. The whole system is rotten. Meaning, the whole system must be scrapped and destroyed. This is what I don't understand with Africans. It's like you say asaba uqala from zero. Sifuna uloko singena endlini esezakhiwe. And the lezindlu esingena kuzo zinekhonkwane zakhona. Ikhonkwane zafakwa belungu la. Manje ke ukuvilapha. Because it's very easy for us to restructure our lives as African people, but that is going to demand boldness, neqiniso nokuthembeka. If you are a leader, mele uthembeke. Ungahambi ufane nomhlanga. When the wind is blowing, that's how we are ngale. Usemabhunwini ukhuluma a different thing. Ufika kithi, it's a completely different story. Ufuna satisfy bonke labantu. You can't do that. As an African person, you can't be a hybrid. You belong to Europe and America and an African. You can't. You've got to choose. And Nakona, you have no choice. Because of your identity. Ngakuzenza umlungu la umnyama. Ayibo. Ngakuzenza umlungu omnyama. Mele uhluzeke la ikhanda. Uhluzeke uzazi ukuthi no. Mina ngilento. And you know, the more What in Bob Marley? You can't run away from yourself. Hey, what should you Bob Marley? You can't run away from yourself. Bangaktumba mentally. They colonize you to a point ukuthi there was a little girl, man. Angazi noma nambona la kuma social. Athi yena ukhuliswa abelungu, therefore akakholelwa ukuthi umnyama. Hey! She says, I don't believe I'm black. A different story. Mambuga nje hayi melanin phaka. Manje the confusion enjengale. How do you resolve? Ngoba manje ipoison le I ingestile because you were raised by a white couple, then automatically you identify with them. It doesn't work that way. But in Minangiti, she's bold because she came out, and explain it. How many of us are not bold? How many of us? Izenzo zakho ziyakupayisa ukuthi bathi kukunai. Hey. So manje ilenduza, it's centuries of indoctrination, and the indoctrination ingeneka lula because of media. Sometimes I saw it. Tina says kwenzakalani Cape Town. But manje sesithola istory sase Cape Town. I know kunomfana wasekhaya litsha. Ulimaza umlungu. Do you understand? But manje abasabeka ukuthi lo mlungu wenzeni kulomfana. They just write, put here, here's an animal from a Kailicha. Bambi's animal. Do you understand? So now, immediate in the power, kakhulu. Immediate has changed. In leadership. Bakwenza ukuthi umdawuthe. Umuntu okufele. Hey, njengoSikhukhuni. uSikhukhuni was fair. Umantatise was fair. But how do they present all those people? As evil kings and queens. Wow. They are evil vele because baJohn umlungu. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. If ungazange uJohn umlungu, oh, you're telling. Hey, the very same media, intentional. Hey, if I'm in a situation, Shaka no tinga, because Shaka no tinga. Zanzibar. Kunga. Kunga is Kama's tinga. Maketa kuza manje ilanga likadingani kosdingani kepha sebeyishintshile bathi reconciliation day. I'm supposed to be inspired, mina, as an African person, to hear about the story sikadingani, so that ngivuke nami ngenze ezudingani. So imbewu that has a potential to grow, to be odingani, opambata kamanceni ababafuni. Yingakho thina ke uma sesiqondisile lento ngokamoya, kuyemele ukuthi sisuse lamagama ama-politicians eyitradini. Do you understand? We need to remove the names of the politicians so that kungene amagama of the people who died in defense of this land and this culture. Because there are a lot of people people sizwa ngabo ukuthi usibani bani right. Do you understand? Now kubenzeni Cape Town abelungu refusing to name Cape Town Airport ngomamuyini. Who was promoting that story? Umlungu nemedia. Hayi, Winnie Mandela is a murderer. Therefore doesn't deserve. Ushabelu. They don't care how much we feel about our leader. But they are going to dictate the terms. Git. What do I know? Chanda utabombe. Uzonde uwini Mandela. Zonda uzuma utandu siri. Who's telling you that? Hey, I'm going to go with a negative story. Okay, they say this. Okay, they say this affair. But in terms of Mkondo, we are not given an opportunity to truly understand President Zuma. But they will tell us a lot about somebody else. Umuntu vela bambona nje ukuthi lo is a good instrument for us. You are abazompromote. Fane PE. Who promoted the PE? Ingamla. Who came up with an economic plan for the ANC? Ingamla. In 1994. They didn't have an economic plan for us. Ingamla yangena and fill in the gap yet high. Look at again, my leader, and promote you as the leaders, the PE. How do you do that? Leadership. Who were controlling the emotions of the majority. He who needs to contain the anger. And they need now we are going to use you as the buffer. Sizonbeka la kuma companies as directors. So that when the majority of people come, we just say how late says no serene. How late says no mtipe. How late says no spanman. And you look at these people are leadership. There's something painful ahead to Gucci. Mabu negotiatwa ekotesa. They were negotiating shares in big companies. These people. It means Gucci. It means Gucci Mause exile. There's no vision for you. Gucci okay fanmeng wisa nombos. How do I restructure? How do I rebuild? How can you forget the most important thing, economic plan for your people? Then you rely on the enemy to advise you what to do with your people. That's why we're in this mess. Let's call. Because about Anglo-American, I remember Obando, Oppenheimer. Oh. Giant. Oppenheimer. Yiposi yabo bonke. Uye ngabantu huwe bathathe ukuthatha bamvalela lapha eMidrand. For them to come up ne PE. The ANC didn't have a clue. Do you understand? And who promoted lento PE? Media. Hey, umuntu all of a sudden, how? Beke lapha Hillbrook. Sidla nayo isikole. Seke billionaire kanjani? Hi, bro. Bese khareza sonke nephilo. Ibuyapi? Sesiyambona lapha kwampresenter as this respectable person that has been given shares. Big companies, media. Media doesn't even give us an opportunity for us to reflect. In November 94, Kodesa to start with. When did we stop and ask ourselves, Guti, laba holi ba negotiatani? Besiphetwe ilento yokuthi sifuna freedom. And then we put our faith in leadership. Azange sakho yazi sikhumbule ukuthi hayi man. Ake sicheke ukuthi lamakhehla ayenzani la. Sizwe sebeqedile. After sebevalele noChrisani ngaphandle. Bathi kuChrisani imithi ingo-2 emini. Bamita ngo-9 ekuseni. Bebephuma lapho ngabo 12 11 uChrisani sekayawe uthi hey man bangishayile seke yakhala sebevumile leadership nami zomele ngivume. Do you understand? And who then promoted Kodesa as a groundbreaking? Bagcina promote South Africa as a country that is able to negotiate peace. They promote namhlanje. Makulwa abantu bathumele South Africa, but Nina, you have the experience. Kanti abazi abantu emhlabeni ukuthi akune-experience. There's no negotiating skill abantu that they possess. They just gave in. Media then promoted their package. But it's a miracle of a South Africa. They found peace. It means Ubuti Ikotes has taken us 200 years back. Mount calculator guys. It has taken us 200 years back. And yet media is promoted as the miracle of the South. Abasitshela ukuthi uChrisani bamvalele. Sizwa thina manje kuma social media ekhala uChrisani ukuthi yebo labantu bangenze kabi. You can't trust politicians. A politician is a betrayer umama wayo. Hey, is a betrayer because of a deal. Okumele ihlanganise nomlungu. You understand? So manje sorry Makesh. Media. Media isemqoka kakhulu in terms of influencing people. Media yiyo esenze ukuthi singashisi South Africa after bebulale the very same Christian. Bacabanga very fast. But umuntu who can quell this fire, Mandela. What time was it maybe announced? Huh? Isisifaya. Sitshela ngesisifaya. Abelungu babulale inkokheli yethu. And bambulale ngamabomu. Huh? Into abayicabangile bayiplana and executed. I know, because of the reconciliation, we need to reconcile. Reconcile noba. Bakhohle ukusitshela ukuthi abelungu yikebengu. Reconcile kanjani lesikebengu? Lo muntu usahamba ngemoto yami ayitshontsha then ngiyayibona every day lemoto le. Kephi media ithi hayi ngeke. Akumyeka na. Imedia ithi asithi umoleke. Akumyeka nje drive lemoto. And when you want to repossess that car, they are the first one. How evil are you? Umisa umuntu e-freeway ufuna ukumkhipha emotweni. Eyakho le moto le. Manje the biggest scammers in the media. Because lamanga bengeke siwa internalize if it wasn't for this media. Hey, amabhuna abaklapha lapha eCodes. Yakho yes. Ngokamadlozi ashoyo ukuthi hayi yabona nina ngisenkingeni. Thapha wafika la. Ushanga impama konke. Baphuma bekitchen. Uyabaprovela ukuthi you are not in control. Umlungu is in control. Manje ke mokelo. Kumele sibe careful. Kumele sibe careful because the struggle sethu all along it was interfered by the media. Ukuthi media isifunza amanga all the time. You can't trust anything show media. Futhi uyabona uJehuti wenze kahle ngoba manje kunendlela eziningi zokucommunicate. Ipower yabo is diminishing. Inkinga ukuthi iYouTube is still owned by them. iFacebook is still owned by them. iWhatsApp is still owned by them. Even though there is some semblance of independence for us to be able to broadcast. But manje, once was anula, mfana lo, Mark Zuckerberg. Uyakuvala. Ne-YouTube kanjalo. Mina ngathi thina sisa-survive. How many years survive? Because they are confused the algorithm. Sifaki sivende, sifaki sikali. Hayi ndakucalculate. Yingakho sasurvive. Yabanye abantu bathi why ngikhuluma isiZulu? Abazi ukuthi siyavoda. But they close it very fast if they can hear you clearly ukuthi. Oh no, kusasa bakuvalile. Manje ke yiso ke isikhathi sokuthi siplane emakhaya. We need to plan our own media. Khona manje it's very easy. Okay. Unayo le khono and abanye abantu. For us to be able to set up our own WhatsApp, it's easy. You don't have to start from scratch. The model is there already. Just use that model for the GK. Finish. Kancane, you know, siyakula as a community. Njenge chat. The that was the main idea ukuthi we need to be independent of these people. So iKhebi Church has got to return. But manje, iboyela emlungwini unless it will serve it. We need to get our own server so that we are in control. Because if you don't have your own server, no, Mundo own server, how we have deleted it. So if future demands of us to be independent, especially in the media, because this is how we are going to look over manje, media has snagged. Food is snagged from 19 COVID. 2020. That's when black people consciousness rose, because now they were at home, they were then exposed to all sorts of content. Nathi as a GK, sikhule kakhulu then. Do you understand? It means it was meant to happen. You know that thing. But manje thina mele sikleneni moving forward. Kancane khehla qala iplatform yakho. Where black people can be free to express themselves. Uyazi lapha ku Facebook. Once nje ungakhuluma nje ukuthi i-pyramid ese-Washington was stolen from Africa. Baphela. You know that. Even if that is factual, we are talking negative about America. Do you understand? So it means in a so for us to be able to say Guti, black people are the first people in the world. It is virtual. I know you're spreading hate. What hate is that? If I affirm my position as the parent of humanity, if he hates like, because my Joanna, umlo, awufuni anybody above you, especially black people. Kepha iqiniso lelo ngamelanga balavole because liqiniso kumele balaccepte. They wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for black people. All races, all of them. All of them. And the Uzumanje, impi esibhekene nayo kakhulu yimpi yase North Africa. Media is promoting Egypt as an Arab country. And we have this useless body, AU, Africa Union. The Africa Union, where Guti, the people who occupy Egypt today are colonizers. And they sit them around the table and say nothing because they are scared of an Arab who is backed by America. That's the leadership in Africa that you have. And that place, it's important for an African person because that place hosts Imekai, SB, Eokale Langet, Lakale Konism, Kepa SB, where it's at the center of earth. It has a spiritual connection. Nomdomnyama, kulagmele siyo connecta kona. But they don't see the importance of liberating that country. Abantu abamnyama either were killed or they were pushed downwards. Sudan. Iraq belongs to us. It was called Ur before. It was called Ur. And it belongs to black people. There are black people in Iraq namhlanje were demonstrating. Uguti, they are being, Baba cindezela ilama Arab all over lapha bayibizani ilenduzo Israel. Israel now is promoted as Arab and Jew place. But they are ignoring the fact.
Northeast Africa.
Hey, Bible in Northeast Africa. They are ignoring the fact to put Yinda whereby
No Middle East, middle of what?
Oh, Africa yonke le. Hey, it belongs to the continent. Kuyaliwa nje lapha erepresent Israel. Media continues with the lie and tell us, oh no, I'm a tutor palwe Bible. Now we have. How can the whole? How can Aban from Europe, Babis and Khazarians, still identity Abantu in totality? The original Jews were black. Hey, the original Jews are black. I would swear. They are still black. You still find them in Nigeria, Ghana, all over now. You still find them. Ethiopia. They are still there. But you won't tell us because it doesn't fit the narrative of the agenda. Yeah, America, the capital of evil. Hey.
Sorry, before a Jew is not a person. A Jew is a process.
Sure.
You become a Jew when you become illuminated.
No, Kunja.
That's why Tina City is Makalanga, because we still Jews. Same thing. We follow the sun.
No,
we become
sure.
illuminated as resembling the sun.
No, sure.
No,
hey, but man, such stories, you won't hear them from the media. Media is complicit. Like colonizing people, killing people, raiding people all over the world. Who promoted to Saddam and the nuclear arms?
America.
Media. Saddam is evil. He can destroy the whole world. Just a oppressive party one. Can't you loot? And who went to jail?
No one.
Where's Tony Blair?
Free.
Free. Where's Bush?
Free.
Can you take America to ICC?
No.
Why?
ICC. They created Israel.
Hey, John. Hey, Buga Batate Putin. Baba Musala by ICC. But now Netanyahu. You think he will go there?
No.
He won't. Because he belongs to the chosen children of God. The rest of us, we are fuck off. Hey, now Kubachela, these people of Melesparting is a bit here. By Uchelu Putin, you can't learn in South Africa because China is so violent. But the president, I am Chingisa, I am a say, I stand again. Who's on control of Mlung? Who's supposed to leave your country? That's like I said, Labelung was spoiled. Was spoiled too much. If voice here, Uzwa, if voice here, Mlung, La, Africa. Should be very minimal. You are a foreigner, you are a visitor. Hey. Why on a land by visit democracy parliament? strategy of demonizing somebody who's not guilty of anything. Media market. Media. Bonke. After umama sekehambile emhlabeni sebeyavela. Naye umama kaStompu uyavela lapha. Uzongcwaba umama. Uzongcwaba umuntu ambulele then. Because when ungamathisela ungipenda ngegazi lenyama engayidlanga. Numbers. But it was their agenda, I believe. Erasmus. Erasmus was the leader of intelligence that was dealing with Mama at the time. After Mama confessed a danger. Oh, you besim set up a younger. Late! Too late. Now my politicians there too. They are now jumping on the bandwagon. Oh, we knew. When you understand the history when you understand the history because so young ANC went against man. All of them. I've never seen anything like that. Umama uhambe inhliziyo ibuhlungu. How do I dedicate all my life to my children? Bangenzekani. Ngisho nalamalo mafinyela la abahabulisa umama. Seke sepodium manje. Hey lo mama, hey, hayibo. Wena ufike vele ibhroko lakho lidabu kulesibonu ibunu zakho lapha kuma. Uhamba ukufaka eshop uyokuthengela yonke into. Sowukhukhumele manje. Ha? Buzwembe. Lento ayenza abanye abasuka la ejike is exactly the same thing. Ubudwembe. Hey. Uthi manje wena maso right, so comfortable, so warm. Hayi ibingakala, ngakala yani.
Djehuti, qiniso. Siyabaphathiswa.
So, into engizama ukuyi-expressa yile nto ukuthi imedia ingozi. Imedia ingozi. You know, we need to be very, 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 very careful. You know, and if singanami, but you know, history njalo. History injalo abantu mostly abantu who sacrifice for abanye abantu, they go through the same phase. Yeah? It's unfortunate. But credo is it? Azange simpende. Senile lo baba, very senile. Inyonge lento kuzwala. Sithi hayi, lekhehla lena liphili kahle la ekhaya. Kanti yithi. Yithi esingaphilanga nje kwazi. Siphambaniselwe. Lo muntu uzama ukusontulula. Kepha umlungu sasibambile umlungu usithengisele illusion yo-94 kwathiwa hayi udemocracy yalo. But you are no some your vote. Kahle nayo le voting le mina sisikrele.
Nje.
Ngoba le voting iza nokutsotsi.
Divisions.
Uletha igebengu manje. Usondeza igebengu. Umuntu kumele asiprove before accept and ahlala ku leadership role.
Thokoza Mkhulu.
You need to prove yourself ukuthi wena you are driven by this thing yothando for umuntu omnyama. Then thina yithi esizokhomba sedakhe. Kanti uyenza lento. It belongs to you. Siyavuma sonke. Do you understand? Hayi lento lokuthi unyesa sex. Menguye sa sex ngishaya impela la. Umisilungu esikhulu. Bese yena somkhoma lo muntu khafula kakhulu isilungu. Mina une right ukuzola lo.
Amen.
Lesikhafula lesilungu kefuthi. Tini. I'm an African. Ngoba manje sithina manje sesihewa izinto ezinhle. Umuntu articulate ngesilungu kepha uthini. What are you saying to us? When an African kepha you are leading the Republic of South Africa. Kanjani ba? Nale ziqu zakho zonke uyibonanga ukuthi le nto utsotsi. Bampromote the man of Renaissance. Yini Renaissance, futhi is French. Renaissance, African Renaissance. What has proven ukuthi iye yaba khona leyo concept?
Zilch.
In Europe you can see because they then replicated the artwork yabota. Do you understand? When they were exposed to the content of the continent, they then started this Renaissance. Washinja yonke into because now they separate kumanisa nani ne nature. Manje yo Renaissance yakhulunywa yini proof ukuthi uke kwaba even that initiative. So kumele sigade lamagama amakhulu la. Ngoba vele mengifuna ukunishaya. Ukhuluma isikhulu na.
Yeah.
Esizodinga ukuthi you go and look for a dictionary.
Yeah.
For you to understand me. Kameli ngaka. Kanti angikhuluma ngafoko. Because a man here in Nassau. Uye kumuntu bokumela khahlele abelungu. I had this copy Stephen Donor Rebelungu. But they were praising the president. Ufugaman. I heard him articulate something. God, we have the young ones in Africa now are rising to fight against the system. Ukhuluma ngoba ubuya le eWest Africa. Uyabona lamasoja who are doing into bokumele yenze na ngale Renaissance le. Bokumele avula amasango axosha belungu. iRenaissance iqala njalo. Hayi le nto ayenzile. Kade sisho nje ukuthi bonke abaholi bethu as understand ukuthi how can a collective of African leaders bonke behave the same. Onyerere. Unyerere. You remember Mkhulu ekhuluma nge-unity of Africa. Who opposed it? In terms of implementation. Unyerere. And another group oh, don't rush. But you take it step by step. Step by step, Naman. Africa is not united. Hey, manje yibo bonke labantu laba Mkhulu. Hayibo. Phela Mkhulu bese-researcha izinto zakhe thina safuna. As the leader of the African people, who is bold. I'm going to check your research about what okay. Remember, Mkhulu, if you understand and read the history of second, there were other people who qualified to be leaders of a revolution then. But Mkhulu, who was properly educated by the colonizer, who knew and understood the system, they then gave him the power. We've trained you very well. You won't betray us. And he didn't. The first thing he did before independence, why you betray? Why you sign? The queen is the head of Ghana. Before Thunberg is to learn. Who just to learn? Oh, it's just a puppet queen. Then you tell me that's my leader. Huh? Hey, articulating, remember, Guti, you look at Young enemies Bembele, Babusama Republic, they then formed AOU. Huh? All of them. They accepted Amman Republic. They accepted all of them. They accepted to be subjects of the Queen. And all of them made the Queen the head of the country. All of them. They then formed the but Pan-Africanism. How can you agree to be a subject? Then you want to oppose the very same master. We are Scottish. We are Scottish. Huh? Oh no, Mkhulu was a revolutionary. Who killed him? And it is a bebonile ukuthi lo muntu lo usayinile. And the man sayinile sekuyavuka manje uyajika. They kill you. They kill you. Who killed them? Mkhulu. Mkhulu bulawa ngeyibo. Bembona ukuthi wena so ushakantile wena. Ufuna manje, you can't go against what you signed on dotted line. Manje, thinking Africa has been like that. Media. The media has promoted all the wrong things it. I mind, so local we colonized. The media here, essence, suspicious I believe, Ubuti Egypt is separate from Africa.
Never saw ourselves there.
Almost.
Suspicious. Get us out back. Hey, man, I don't know when they speak or when the media talk. Ikhuluma manje. Namanje basathi Africa then Egypt. Or Egypt then Africa. Abayihlanganisi. Why? Because it holds the heritage of a black person. Yingakho kumele sihlukanise. And then they promote that it was built by aliens.
We are.
Ngoba we are aliens. Hey. Siyavuma bona bathishela nje ukuthi bayashaya. Kanti bakhuluma ivanga.
We know now.
Now we know. We are one. Nalama aliens abakhuluma ngawo.
Children of Anu.
Yithi. You understand? Before it was a confusion ukuthi mara labelungu bakhuluma ngawo.
Yeah.
Manje ilwane siyibona ku TV. Jesus, I come to be Can be even there, they are concealing the true identity of our stellar ancestors. Neverland, and Jehovah Severendi, no more no moon figure now one day. In the souls on iron, if I bring in a frequency, so spam my angel. You don't belong here. We are. Let's say I'm taller. Yeah, but in terms of our features, they're like us. But Umlungu won't admit that. And Umlungu won't promote that. Hey, Djehuti taught. Who taught? Uyege umuntu osingathe necivilization. And the uThos uqalela eMpumalanga. uThos, he's the one who was experimenting with the Giza complex. This is a miniature of a Giza complex. Lena eMpumalanga, next to Inzaloela. Those three pyramids. It's a miniature of Giza. Meaning before he went and settled and built the Giza. Hey. So, sympathetically me, I not chance. We are going to liberate ourselves from the media. We can't trust Laban. And the number of Bangapalaga being at Oksala, Ulumela, Handela. They're afraid to say Usafumlungu ukuthi uzombeka headline. Hayi, usibafana ukuthi abelungu abafuthe abahambe. Sifuna ukuyithola. Isandla sendlini. Ufikile lapho manje you overstayed your welcome. Asakhona nokuyinwaya. Usindwala zasendlini. Ulokula. I know. For us to be able to develop with one mind, which we are Africans, until Sizesithatha and the Mali as controller, because if Mali, namhlanje belongs to us. How can you mine my land?
Yeah.
Then out of the spoils coming from that, then you claim as yours. Yingle. EJSE. Imalela belongs to us. Yiqiniso lelo kumele ba-accept ukuthi bayasikolota. And the Tilanga Spire njenge-time nabombeki. They never battle, they need to pay. Hey, reparation kokuqala. Yonke indlu yabantu abamnyama, each and every house at least to be 10 million dollars. Yeah. Remember, Guti, hey Europe, after the war, there was what is called the martial law, right? Martial law, it was America assisting who? Europe after the war. Baba nigga all the money they needed to rebuild themselves. Manjege umtomnyama on the continent after liberation. What are you fend for yourself? You're living on a lumlung. Let's all meet on the battleground. Kanjani. Kanjani. How do I compete no muntu who is holding trillions of my money? You compete na kanjani? Because this is what politicians are saying. Ah, you're going to among a fool. That's what they are saying. And that's what they said in 94. If you don't go to school, uzotwala amataspi. Instead of demanding a reparation from white people, who stopped the reparation? Hey, about Mamuini started, I remember with some lawyer, they go somewhere in Europe. Now, one advocate something, now one advocate one. I forget. Unsebenza. Who advocate Unsebenza? That's the person who initiated Mamuini Nabo advocate Unsebenza wanted to bring white corporate to court for them to account for apartheid and the money that they stole from here. Abu Mbeki said, no, you can't do that because we are going to affect the economy of South Africa. That's what they said. Hey, but land of my hands and the arms. But you don't come on and put too much to affect the economy of South Africa. When we're supposed to be demanding from these people, the officers stole our money. They didn't steal. They were given by our government as a rescue package, and they were supposed to repay that money. She's the alien. Even from the ANC, you don't belong to us. Kanjani. Because the truth, it was all over the news. Djehuti Absa was rescued. And then now they are ignoring to pay that money. So, they are just deferring into that is bound to happen. Oksalayo Umlungu has to pay. Umlungu can't put me in this position for all these years. Then I'm saying reconciliation. No one died me guess what belongs to him. And the Lumlung, we are Chiga, who's a boy outside. We don't get a tell color. But we never ask for forgiveness from you. Who said you must forgive us? Arrogant. Then what did they do? They started painting Utata as a baboon. Remember? They made Utata a baboon for internet. Yingako Umlungu. Umlungu will never trust Umlungu. Never trust Umlungu. Remember Utatu Bateki, Baba Begala. Baba protected. No interest in Umlungu was affected. Oh, the self.
Come together.
One portrait, here's our baboon. Who is protecting us? Hey, Mkhulu Tata, Obano Kalega. The Befisa Nati Bangam extended more 100 years. Because Pasaba is going to revolt. That is going to revolt very. It has to happen. No, it has to happen so that Labelum Babu say our assets and our stolen assets. Hey. So that is Kalegabusha. How can you start from zero?
Can't.
Umlungu lapha. Umlungu phethe billion wena. Kuthiwa awuqale ke acha. Awuthengisa ama-orange. Kunyuke.
Work your way up.
It doesn't matter how much any into eyenza ukuthi singafinyeleli anywhere. Yile lack of unity. Because ngiyabona konke lokho ukuthi basiphucileke ama-assets. But how do we unite and rebuild ourselves? So that the mind lencane esikhiphayo iseculator lakithi. You understand? And there is something there, politicians instead of throwing money, so further e-money. And the e-money is in here. But when you can't throw money on a colonized mindset. You need to clean the mindset first. Get people ready to receive. Then you'll see progress. Without unity, nothing will be achieved. Ngoba mele sivumelane. Uthi oh. Ukhetha uza kulele nduza. And you water. Wonke umuntu omnyama akasayuzile. Uzuzela. Mesithi sesithenga isimbo sika Jongani. Asathenga esinye isimbo anywhere. But uJongani. That is the reason for unity, so that this success here is guaranteed. Hey, njengabantu India mawufika lapha la unganikeza i-discount ye-50 rand. Kepha umfwa udura nge-20 rand. You won't buy your food. Because unconscious ukuthi money has to circulate amongst them. So that's the point we need to reach for us to be able to move forward. Then the point left, angeke siye ku-second level. The second level is development. We can't move to development ukuthi unity achieve. And the reason why singaka achieve is because asikahlangani. Because we need to be one ngokomqondo. And the best I demonstrate that unity. Abantu babone ukuthi umuntu omnyama uhlangene. Ngoba into abazosishaya as an example like us. Ushukela bawuthengisa let's say nge-30 kg. But once they see a black initiative, that sugar will be 5 rand. So that they kill you. Do you understand? So manje umuntu omnyama mele reach that patriotism to a point ukuthi I don't care how much discount you give me, but I'm not buying your product. Hey, because that's how we think, like Yoshi. He may go sit down with the pony. Price is king. With the poison. It don't matter about Johnny. 20 rand, it will work. Savings are 2 rand. Getting a choice. That product is useless.
It'll kill you.
It's expiring. Nicola Pakistan. Put you up on niggas with the police. Here we go. Go get a shop on Mkhulu. He hasn't realized anything good. I eat a lot of salad. So, if I touch him, but every time you take a touch him, don't know what you can do before expiring. All of my shop on Mkhulu. So, the my shop on Mkhulu, I have abused ourselves. I see them Pakistani bed, and then Yabana and the government, they are just going to the spaza. go to Pick n Pay, go to Spar, go to ShopRite, uzobona ukuthi how intense this problem is. So please, Makasa, asibeni careful. Media, yiyokumele siyisolve kahle. At some point it's always solved because once umuntu omnyama is united, siyaliboycott iphepha lakho or your TV station. Sithi sonke njenge-Vodacom. I-Vodacom singayivala easy. Wonke umuntu mesazi ukuthi i-Vodacom is racist against us. Silahla ama-SIM card yabo. By tomorrow bonke bayayiqondisa lento wrong. That's our leverage. I-unity. Without lokho, omlungu uzolokhu esixhaphaza ba-increase data price. Yitho kumele si-solve that problem. Ngoba uthatha, take action. Ungacomplain endlini ukuthi ubuka ngifaka le data le. 1 minute ayisakho. Kumele sihlangane sonke, si-realize leyo bayas-exploit. And you then look at i-calculation ye-cost per data for lama company. Imalini uzothola ukuthi is 5 cents. Do you understand? Kepha imali abas-charge yona akumelanga bavunyelwe to exploit people. But it's a democratic country. Companies have a right to dictate the price. You can't let the private sector. Yes, the business is because by nature they are very exploitative. By nature, because of money, profits, and they are never satisfied.
It's never
If you imagine your company is 15%, or you target your 30%, they're 30%. You understand? And they won't stop exploiting until they get to the 30%. So much, many control the bomb when about lava. You know, who's about them? In Marco City, the business here to tea is going to be grounded in my art. Huh? So that you may find the price. And then I will pay price exploiter. You understand? I have a right to make profit, but I mustn't kill you. Because you need my product. Hey, lapagna my art. You know, in that way, it's Zobulala and so. Tina my business edge of the future. It means you don't belong to the black nation. If you are, or you have ideas of killing another black person for business, you don't belong to us. Hey, if you can get a shallow party, hey, in the big band, Yakulu, when you're wrong. You figure one rope and Mkhulu so. Put away a court to the deed. Hans Costa.
The greatest witness.
Remember, which I'm a lawyer. I'm a lawyer and liars by name. Hey. Yeah. A lawyer is a liar by nature. And you see, when you defending me, knowing very well what I did, then I come to you and say, find the technicality, man. Call him Puma. Oh, look at the scanner constitution. Who scanner them tear to now in the bone. And the Lomundo Muksekot, I don't know, man. We are Mkhulu. I got a representative. We have a representative in court. Who wins? I'm just a fool in the people in Cantola. Then you judge where you eat you and a mushroom. Shell it up. phakathi nendawo sikurowundini sikuze emoyeni ukuthi unamanga ngoba angeke usikhohlile angeke usikhohlile so yingakho amakhehla inkundla kokuyimfana ngoba mosenkundleni hayi mawukhuluma manga wonke umuntu uyabuza ukhonjwa inkundla yonke ithi hayi sikuzwile ukhuluma manga because of this and that and that and that manje komlungu eza nesystem yakhe because isystem yakhe yobutsotsi ufuna indlela yobutsotsi i-constitution ubutsotsi right so i-lawyer may quote i-constitution will definitely find a loophole la behlise khona ukuthi yabona laba kasibani bebe ngathi bayasatheka sophuma la bayibhale bazi vele ukuthi khona le clause ku-constitution like manje nje there's a contestation between constitutional monarchy and the in the parliamentary system whereby the constitutional democracy is the ultimate. Parliamentary democracy plays second field to this. And then control like parliament. Bayakhala eparlament ukuthi hayi thina siyavumelana la kepha mesifika la siyareject and bazifake kuyo ngamabomu ubudlwembe babo is now biting them and lo budlwembe ubafake ekhothi bonke bagwejwa into bona bayipromote kithi bathi democracy manje mase ivalela sowuvutha thina usayinela ngiplan what if this is going to be superior manje siyabona ukuthi wrong ikumukise khona sowuvutha thina bodade ingam they are racist usayine kanjani le ngokayibona you can't want to live like a king but you have chosen to be a democratic leader. Kunomehluko lapho. Bona bafuna privilege yamakhosi. Kepha bayibophile ngale constitution. How do you do that? You can't do that. So mele uvume. Maso ushaywa into yakho. Thina sisho njalo. Bese ibajikela nene. Hawu ushaywa bashawe ezabo vele thina siyabhidliza lena le constitution siyodabula futhi le-Bergville siyoyenza that symbolic gesture ukuthi udoti lento le sibikela amadlozi sisend i-message lapho bakuba ngathi nabantu bagama kanti i-WhatsApp page i-WhatsApp page that gesture of burning yes and manje mesiyenza leyo nto leyo siyobe si-indicator ukuthi le nto tsotsi we will never be ruled by this thing. Thina kumele siyibulale lento sibulale nalobutsotsi bayo futhi ngathi singayobhidliza lapha i-union building. Have you seen the astrological signs lapha e-union building? Angiyona nikeni yikho ngithi le ndlu leya ibethelwe yikhonkwane elingazazi zinbophile ubani ohluzekile kohangena lapha ubani president eyangena e-union building sambona ukuthi uhluzekile lo bonke bamathile ungena lapha vele sibona ngezenzo zakho ukuthi ulungu uqedile ngawe so manje meliwe sakhe kabusha and asike asakhe Jozi kahle kahle kumele iparliament nendlu yokubusela bese duze nabantu abamnyama ingabi kude nathi kube indawo vele sivuke ekuseni siyozwokuthi sibanibani uyapresenta namhlanje upresentani manje mina ngifuna ukuyomophoza nomuntu ngicabanga imali yeteksi ukuya ePitori siyofika kanjani ePitori so zonke lezi zinto even the services i-IDC ilentuza onke lama-fund who are supposed to help us. You can't people to help us ukuthi wena i-office yakho
Center.
ngiyayibona nesentile yini le ngasePitori Centurion. It's a Centurion that office. But they don't even make, you know, AMA office, satellite office, emakas. Huh? The Department of Trade and Industry, Pretoria.
TTI.
TTI.
Yeah.
How many people are able to access TTI? Do you know what TTI every year? Kunama billions that are geared towards empowering black people. Kunama programs that are there kepa leo mali. Sitting in the parliament. Asiyazi. Asiyazi no kuyazi. Manje yabona ya putting a barrier country. So yizo zonke izinto kumele sigweme lezi makhaya. Yizo zonke izinto kumele sigweme. And the other day, ngifike umbono ukuthi i-GK is needed not only now but into the future. Why? Because even though sesithole i-restoration of our tried and tested government system, kunabantu okumele i-GK ibe independent of, so that it's able to criticize. Do you understand? We mustn't be swallowed by Amakos. Do you understand? Because Amakos can't be trusted now. That's what they see. Lokuti banayo leanto lea. Ijalo lakhe. Iqiniso lihle banayo i-potential to betray us. Hamba manje emakhaya. How many kings are kings emali? Huh? You can't even sing it. No, from that region. Hi, lo muntu strong. Uzamile resista. Subjugation. You will never find anywhere in South Africa. And somebody in Africa. Mkhulu manje la South Africa. Manje i-GK must always stand independent. Remember ukuthi umsamo esumisa umsamo kaMveli Mncane noNamkhulu, who must be present in all four cardinal points. Meaning ukuthi thina simele i-unity yomuntu omnyama. We are not for isigodlo sakaShabalala, isigodlo saMangwane, isigodlo saseLimpopo. We are not for that.
No, Mkhulu.
We are for unity ya wonke umuntu that belongs kule godlo. So i-role ye-GK into the future is going to be necessary. Especially when you understand the role in Inkosi. Inkosi is supposed to be the harmonizer, the balancer of our lives. Meaning the spiritual life has got to be balanced with the physical. Inkosi role yayo leyo. Manje how are you going to balance me if you don't understand the laws that govern the universe?
He's the head of the nation.
How are you going to balance me? So in our community, we need to stay independent of these structures. Because these structures we've seen, you know, bathanda, especially makungene umuntu othanda imali. Umuntu othanda imali, especially bengitshela abafowethu la besinemhlangano la sikhuluma ngobukhosi. Umuntu who is easily bribed akabelong ebukhosini.
No ways, Mkhulu.
Akabelong ebukhosini because lo muntu akangiqeda nya.
Yeah.
Abantu izitha zenu can give that person poison. Azonifakela nonke. Especially those that are opposing. Manje ke if umuntu wasebukhosini kepha une appetite to do anything for money, we fake you. You don't belong there. Umuntu wasebukhosini nombribe kumele ukhiphele umcontact George. Ngoba manje yini leyo ngenzayo? Yini leyo ngenzayo? Because don't bribe me. Mess up the home.
Yeah.
Hey, injalo mkhulu. Uzwa ama assets ethu akhona belong to us. You don't have to be umdlwembe for you to access them. You just have to be bold and be serious in terms of demanding justice.
It was Gamoya, Mkhulu.
Yeah, don't settle it. We are worth 5 rand. Don't settle for 5 cents. Also, $1 as. Yeah, I'm you tell them no, hey man, never am HL. Niggas in 20,000. Ah, so shala problem shala. So go on in the oh, sure, after 2 weeks, she ain't got any. Ah, la manje. In king and good. Ukuthi manje lo muntu siyomkhipha njani ngoba unikezwe inkosi le ndaba. Uyabona leyo. Injalo, so we need to sharpen up. But please, I hope Noma saying that EGK must remain independent. EGK must fight for totality. Yomnyama. Don't be wrong, Yomnyama. That's what we fight for. We are not focused on George, you know, Singapore. We are not walking trades, whatever. Tina, we're dealing with the real issues that affect African people. You understand? Then you would send to promote your mind as this spiritual guru. Kahle mele basizonde. Hayi ukuthi mebecabanga thina bathi mesingaya kula muntu lo. Hayi lo muntu uzobhalansa ama chakra ethu. See, use our umoya to fight the physical pain. All of them. Economically, we are there. Socially, we are there. Politically, we are there. Even though the politics may leave a wufuge politics of course. But in I say politics. Even the royal politics of course will have its own problems. Because of abantu who think ukuthi bona uhlala lapha ebukhosini, it's a privilege. It's never a privilege, of course. Irresponsibility inkosi okumele ihloniphe. Ukuthi mawungena nje in 6 months kumele kube nomehluko. Hayi no sekungene inkosi entsha lapha. How yini sesibona amaveni amakhulu ayaphuma. Mele kubejani. ungangeni lapha umlungu usacomfortable ngawe after 6 months uhlale esitulweni angeke usamenza late ngizwa bathi angazi how true was this kuthiwa President Putin once advised President Zuma when he visited him wathi Msholozi mawufuna ukubusa valela nje bonke labantu bebusiness abakhulu 5 of them bafake ejele bonke uzobusa mawayenzi lento bovalela wena bathi bamtshela njalo futhi and what happened uzuma kumele bebuye eRussia bizo ubani Oppenheimer abizo lokuthi ngicela ukubona someni from lapho adumise sivele khona manje ngiyathi bona manje idunuse sivele bebeqathi mina ngenani yabona umsholozi wami ithezeka embusweni wami manje ungalokho ubani inhliziyo soft for umlungu umlungu angeke shi it's in their DNA to be what they are.
They can't help it.
Manje yingakho nathi vele abo endwe lapha ijele the day we take over ijele bayijele kumele bakwazi lokho nalabo invested bacabanga ukuthi they are in control they are in control of politicians but not us. The day the real people corner this guy changes. Who change you by? The musician. But no, Mandy, say, kunale kulo lakhe. Elithi ziyafana zonke. Ukhuluma istory ukuthi ungani our leaders they don't care about us. Yingani ama leaders ethu doesn't want to see us develop. Uthi amamene bo. Politicians nama king same thing. Usho njalo ziyafana zonke. Because ama actions are. Yeah. So manje you know these are people I'm hoping that one day angaza la uchana azozivana share akashaya indlela yangona ngithanda la kumele nigugulishe nizoyizwa ukucomplaina ngabo ukuthi bonke bayafana akekho ngcono. So it means ukuthi a black person cannot depend on the so-called rulers, not leaders. They are rulers over us because basiletela imithetho esingayidingi, imithetho that goes against our constitution as a people. Our fish no fish, Roman Dutch law.
In South Africa.
Mayofunda lapha eZimbabwe. Mawenza law. Ifundiswa ngeRoman Dutch law. You must be a master in Roman Dutch law for you to be able to be effective in robbing your people. And remember this Roman Dutch law. Here a phezulu kunale kanye amakhosi bathi customary law. Yakuweba utali njelo customary. Useless. Kahle mele. They need to exchange position. There it must be the royal law, not customary law. Royal law must be superior. Lopetho uzelapha. Minumbuti amakosi yibo who must give the last words. Hey, Maja inkosi is for court. Wonke amakosi are subject to this customary law. Hey, how can uvalele uthanda indlela ngokuthi discipline abantu bakhe? ufuna ukungitshela ukuthi umuntu meseke colonized to a point ukuthi akasa-respect indlu yobukhosi and udali nje kumeke discipline and hayi buya yena physically uthumela abantu bakhe ukuthi hayi man lo muntu lo akasekho right bayamdisciplina ngendlela yabo he goes to jail and uboshiswa ama-leaders hey remember ukuthi bekelwa ne-ANC yakhumbula naye wabhanza wafaka ikhipha zabo-DA yonke ungasaunderstand ukuthi manje inkosi kanti kwenzakala ukutheme ekhumula i-DA uyi-FF inkosi
Christian, we Christian. We Christian.
that's
It is serious.
inkinga enkulu no but because
Serious, it is
ngiyamazi
serious.
ngiyamazi ngizokhuluma naye
We Christian.
sekengihlangana naye kumkani yabona bengaphuma kahle kahle umuntu lo ongasilida ezijiji unayo i-potential because sidinga ukulindwa yinkosi ebrave meke ngathulula le politiki ayehle nale nqola kajesu sishap manje inkinga yakhe ilezinto ezini angazi yini le embhayisisa ngoba inkosi is not supposed to identify with anybody because you are leading people who belong to DA, who belong everywhere. So they can't feel ukuthi hayi inkosi yethu seyingapha it means ukhombisa ngapha ukuthi yabathanda. It doesn't send the right message to the community. Ma inkosi akumelanga ube involved in politics. And the ma inkosi, you must never allow ukuthi ugwetshe uzungene ejele ugwetshwa yile constitution yomtsothi. You must fight till the end. Njengaye bengingasho ibengoyi hawe bengiyohlala la ne-AK ngifuna ungisa ejele ngalo mthetho womlungu awangibuleleni ngiyophuma la ngidumo at least lapho-ke uzobe motivate a new revolution yamakhosi ukuthi this king died resisting to be subjugated by this constitution ake pawavuma uvuma la majita engiwaziyo sebevumile ukuthi no siyomsupporta people were ready to take their guns bahambe bayohlala egeyithini lakhe and support him mekevuma wonke umuntu. And remember, it was the only opportunity we had for, of course, to revolt against the system. And the whole support of that revolution. Man, I kuluma ukuthi anifuna uphathwa. Ukusho njalo, anifuna uphathwa. Ngokumele ayikhulume before ngene ejele. And ngabe uphethe manje without politicians in his own area. So sometimes ukufa singathanga makumele ngibhoda so that ngilungise something angithi nangu Solomon Mahlangu washona walungisana manje wayemele uzihumiliate inkosi. I will never humiliate myself inkosi mina ngiyovuma ukugwetshwa umthetho wabelungu ezweni lokhokho bani hayi ngeke before us,